Okay. To the Umar Hills. 20 hours of traveling. Somehow, Daenerys Hold takes 20 hours of traveling too, and yet Umar Hills seems much farther away on the opposite coast. Whatever. Maybe there's a nice convenient road leading there, or maybe the hold is on top of a hill. Who knows? Okay, we arrive after 20 hours of traveling.
Just name what you want.
Oi, Mayor, when is this crisis going to be solved, eh?
Aye, me and mine need to get back to herding, we do, for the wolves have gobbled me flock entire.
Calm down, everyone, please. I assure you that everything that can be done is being done.
And what's that? Oh, you just hired a grip of those adventurers, didn't you? Where in the abyss are they? Well, they haven't come back yet, no. Oh, we're doomed, we're doomed! We must flee the village! We must flee before people go missing! Now, people, come. This is no time to panic. Please listen to my husband. Yes, well, we are looking for another group of adventurers here to handle the situation. Kill them ogres and evilkin, you mean? Yeah, ever since that band of monsters moved into the area, we have had nothing but trouble. They're eating people, that's what. You're both daft. 'Tis the wolves that have been wandering the hills, sure enough. Hungry they is. It's not wolves, you fool. It's Umar herself, returned to haunt us and steal our children. Umar, don't be telling that folk tale now. Can't you see that the ogre's plain is the truth? People, please! We must first find out what happened to our ranger, Marilla, and then track down the source of these murders. More adventurers will come soon. Well, they can't come soon enough. You best be doing something, Mayor, or we need to be fleeing the city for our safety. I'm trying to do something. Everyone remain calm. Panic will not help. I'm going to return to my home now. Everyone go home, please. Huh. Quite a bit of trouble in this town. I'm Kered asking Nellick just what exactly has been happening. Yeah, what you want, stranger? So what's going on in this village? I'll tell you what's going on, my lord. The wolves that have been in the hills these past years are coming at us, they are. For weeks now they've been preying on us, sneaking into the village at night and tearing people apart, and their bodies disappear the next night. 'Tis a gruesome sight, to be sure. I've seen 'em too, and wolves look at me from afar with smarts in their eyes. 'Tis the truth. The rest of the village is full of fools. Them ogres I seen 'em and they ain't so bad. And the Umar stuff is nothing but a load of nonsense. Well, why would wolves come back to take away bodies a day later? Why would they just eat them on the spot? Don't rightly know. Ain't nothing natural, that's for sure. They just seem to up and vanish, as far as I can tell. So, what do you know about the ogres, then? They used to belong to that big rebel army down in the south of Ammon. Deserters, likely. Seen them on my patrols. Don't look like they're up to anything. Led by a big ogre fellow. Bad Ulf, I think. Wants to be left alone. The fact that he talk first rather than kill you makes him not worth a swish sort in my books. And what's this about Umar? Just a load of bull is all. You want to know about Umar, go talk to Vincenzo at the inn. He loves to talk out of his arse, he does. Well, has nothing been done to hunt these wolves? Bloody Mayor hired a halfling runt and her troop to find out what's been happening. They haven't come back. Wolves ripping them apart is my guess. I'll be going then. On your way then, stranger. We don't need any more trouble here, that's for certain.
Last, our progress is not as it could be, I am sure. Perhaps it is just me.
I grow tired of these pursuits. My life was not always such. And what did it used to be like, Jaheira? I cannot picture you other than as you are. Well, I am certainly meant to be this way, but I once lived quite peacefully. Druids took me in very young, and you can only be calm when surrounded by balance. It was like that for a long time, but I always felt I should do more. Balance needed to be encouraged. I wouldn't let it happen again. You would not allow what to happen again? Oh, nothing. I'm just rambling on. Talking to a trusted friend helps ease the soul. I hope I do as much for you as well. I mean, for the good of the party. Some merchants over here. I guess we should talk to them. There's no real harm in it, I suppose. Hello, everyone.
Of course.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Yes, what is it you want exactly? If you want to buy something, say so quickly, because I've got a little enough time to spare for the likes of you. Oh, fine, sure, let's see what you have. Fine, but don't touch anything unless you're planning on buying it. Ooh, Detranian's Baldur Ale. Brewed with pimentos for that extra little kick. Oh, if that's an item for Minsk. That's an item for Minsk! Antidotes, potions, various kinds, including potions of genius. Oh, and gem bags. Should we get another gem bag? Yeah, why not? We might get a lot of gems. It's probably good to have them on hand. Okay then. So he gets that nice ale. It's good. It's darn good. And yeah, another one of these. Well, this is actually an item that's meant the pommel jewel. I think Minsk is going to put that in his valuables bag. So that's good. So now Kered has a whole bunch of gem bags and scroll cases. Good. He still has wands he needs to use. And if they're just going to be putzing around town, I suppose it's really nothing terrible if Scales comes out. Hey Scales, how you doing, buddy? Okay.
I wouldn't dream
You'll
of
find
refusing.
no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
Berunter. I just knew one of these days one of those ogres is going to come and massacre me, just like all those other villagers. I never thought of something like this when I became a merchant. What do you know about the killings? Oh, it's a terrible thing, isn't it? People dying left and right. You can hardly find a customer anymore, and that's probably okay, because nobody will stock me anyhow, anyway. Somebody should do something about those ogres, though. Ever since they came, it all started. One of my caravans once got attacked by ogres. They're evil and brutal. Can I see what you have in stock, at least? Oh, I suppose. There isn't much. Caravans just won't come here unless they're stocked with guards. And that doesn't make it very profitable now, does it? No, but it does make it safer. Oh, there's a magical small shield. Including magical plate armor and magical studded leather. Neat, but nothing really
I haven't been
neat.
displeased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
She's got +1 plate armor, and Minsk has full plate, so yeah, we're good in that regard.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, and there also appears to be a merchant here.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Ah, good day to you, sir. It is nice to see a new face in the village for once. We haven't had many travels here since all the killings began, naturally. I'll be pleased to show you some of my goods I have to sell. I must warn you, our mercantile company hasn't had much opportunity to deliver lately, so goods are spare. Alright, fine, let's see what you have. Gold necklace, magical daggers, magical long swords and short swords. Does Jan have a magical sword? I know he's got his crossbow, and that's bound to be good. No, he doesn't even have a melee weapon. We should get him one. What can he use? Short swords, daggers, quarterstaffs, and crossbows. Do we have anything in Minster's big bag? Yes, actually, we have Arbane's short sword. Wears immune to hold person and can cast haste once a day, and it's a +2 weapon. We also have a +2 dagger. What should we give him? You can use either. I suppose the dagger would be good. You might want to save that sword for, I don't know, other people or other situations. So giving the magical dagger to Jan, in case he might need it. And we should also save the bruiser mates for enemies that really deserve more of a kick. Okay.
Ready and onward then.
So, what is this? This is the Umar Inn. Okay. Alright. Now let me pause the recording for just a sec. Okay, we are back then. Good.
To the task at hand.
What is this? Minister Lloyd's home. Yeah, we should probably talk to them and see what's going on with the village. He seemed the most rational person we've met so far.
You know, my last owner always said I was sharp and edgy.
Of course.
He was such an ass.
Hello.
Hello. I don't recognize you. You must be new to Imnesvale. Is there something I can help you with?
We come because the little boy Dylan said that there was evil here in need of a butt kicking. And good for us that we have our boots on, yes sir. You did, and the boy did get to the city after all. I'm pleased to hear it. You've come to our aid then, yes? I'd like to know more about what's going on here first. Yes, of course. It's a gruesome business. I'm sure that little Dylan told you some of the story, but I should elaborate on it for your benefit.
We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
People murdered in the beds, their bodies disappearing, bodies found with the skins inside out. Normally we would turn to our local ranger protector to aid us in a time like this, but our ranger, Marilla, has vanished. Several men went to her cabin southwest of the village, and they found no sign of her. It is not like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. Soon after, shepherds and farmers from the outlying holds began disappearing. People heard strange noises at night, and we have no ranger to turn to. Everyone's frightened. They're scared to leave as well, else they get caught out in the wilderness by whatever has been doing the killing. And of course everyone has ideas as to what's on behind all of this. Mistress Ina saying, "It's the ogres, my husband. You know it is." My wife, Ina. And yes, many people think it's that group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began. Likely is, too. They're in the hills, too close to the village, I say. Yes, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here. Of course, others think it's a pack of very large wolves that's been ranging the hills for some years. And still others claim Umar herself, the great witch of the hills, has returned. Legend had that she was responsible for deaths, much like these ones. Pah! That is just old legends. Umar's been gone for over 500 years, my husband. Yes, true. I suppose I should warn you. I've already hired the famous knight, Mazzy Fenton, and her troop, but they haven't been back. Saying, "Whoa, all this talk of Umar brings back memories, let me tell you. My great-great-cousin One-Knee was one of the adventurers that hunted the Great Witch of the Hills a long time ago. Said she had a fondness for little children, and our house was made out of chocolate candy, of all things. Personally, a house made of turnips sounds much more appealing, but One-Knee stated decisively that the house was delicious, and nevertheless, according to the stories, the witch was dead, something about getting shoved in an oven. But then Grandma Jansen said that One-Knee was pretty delusional, so who knows? Wolves? Ogres? Witches? Oh my! It is too much for Mrs. Boardhead to comprehend. Which of these are evil? The edge of my sword shall find the truth. To be honest, I think you should check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. So will you help us? Well, should let you know that we're saving up coin to rescue a friend imprisoned by the Cowed Wizards. So we will need a reward. Well, my village is in dire need. I'll tell you what. If you end the murders, I will give you the armor that belonged to our first ranger protector. That was my ancestor, and I've kept it. I'm told it's wrapped up with strong protective magics. I'd be happy to offer it, and some gold, to save my village. Very well, I'll help you if I can. Oh, most excellent. Please, my lord, go to Marilla's cabin and find where she was gone. My men are too frightened to go that far from the village. Her cabin is west of the village in the valley. It should not be hard to find. There are other, older cabins in the hills, abandoned for many years. I'll go north from her to the river, and find that Madoff and his beasts. I have little doubt they are responsible for all of this, but we must be sure. I am relieved you have decided to help us. You have the run of the village, my lord. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to me. Oh, a most glorious day. One step closer we come to being true heroes, yes indeedy. Even little Boo's fur stands on end from his anticipation.
Yes, I wouldn't dream of... Whatever I can do to help.
Interesting. So we can either go west to Marilla's cabin or north to the ogres. There's also the inn here, which we should probably take a look at some point. There's also this fellow here named Dar. I suppose we should keep interrogating the locals, see what we can find out. Oh, greetings to you, stranger. So what do you know about the killings around here? Oh, only a little. I've not been in the village very long. It's my understanding the wolves have become very active, yes? All I can think about is my Colette. Wait, what's this about your Colette? My love is Colette, and her father is a wizard of no small power, and possessed of considerable bias against me. Oh, a wizard, eh? His name is Germian, and I understand he intends to use Colette as a bargaining tool for some wizardly endeavor of his own. Against her will, I imagine, although I've had no chance to ask her opinion. I know she wants to go with me, I know it, but her father will have none of it. He intends to go to great lengths to keep us apart. Oh, woe is me. Huh. Well, normally this isn't something that Kered would get involved with. But he did mention that this father is a wizard of great power. And, or considerable power at least. So that might have prospects of trade?